Hey guys, this is Jonathan from Fitness for Freedom. Today we are going to show you the top 3 exercises to help you improve your yard work game. Yard work requires a lot of different types of movements. You have to pick things up, you have to carry them, you have to rake, hoe, shovel, put stuff in bags, take stuff out of bags, open dirt bags. There's all different types of things that you have to do. So in this video, we're going to go through 3 exercises to help you become a better or more efficient and effective yard worker. Okay, so the first is the goblet squat. Now, I like starting with this, or having you start with this exercise, because it's going to help warm your muscles up and it's going to help you get a good range of motion through your hips. Okay, so you start by picking the weight up properly. Okay, just as I demonstrated here with my hips way back and my spine nice and neutral. I'm going to hold the weight just a little bit off my chest. Okay, and I'm going to go down and do just a regular squat like I normally would in any other conditions, okay? So what I like about the goblet squat is that we're holding a weight here in front of us and it's acting as a bit of a counterbalance so that we can get down a little bit lower. And by getting down a little bit lower, we take our hips through that bigger range of motion in a sort of more safe and effective way that's going to transfer into our gardening or yard work that you could be doing. Now, if that exercise is a little bit too challenging or you don't like holding the weight in front of you like that, you can do an assisted squat, which is basically the same motion. You get up by a post just like this and you're going to dip down, let yourself go down as low as you can and use the post to help pull yourself up. And again, that's going to allow you to work on that range of motion through your hips, just in a slightly easier way because you're not holding the load of a weight, okay? Which is going to take us to the next exercise, a farmer's walk. This next exercise is the farmer's walk. Now, what I like about the farmer's walk is that it's one of the most transferable skilled exercises that you'll do because you're going to carry heavy things in your side. So anytime you're carrying buckets, anytime you have to lift up a wheelbarrow, anytime you're carrying bags at your sides, then this exercise is going to be very transferable into all those other activities when you're doing your yard work. Okay, so to do the farmer's walk properly, you're going to set your feet about hip width apart. You're going to have the dumbbells at your sides like I've set up here. You could use buckets or something like that, but I have dumbbells. You're going to bend down, pushing your hips back, trying to keep your back as flat as possible and dropping your hips down, okay? And you're going to stand up nice and tall like this with your chest out and your shoulder blades down and back, staying as upright as possible so you're not leaning forward as you carry them, okay? And you're just going to step and walk probably for about 20 meters. You turn around and then you walk back, okay? So by doing that exercise, finding an area where you can do that exercise for about 20 meters or so, it allows you to really get some speed up and build your muscular endurance to help strengthen your arms, shoulders, and your core to stabilize your body. When that becomes too easy, then I recommend shifting to a suitcase carry, which is the exact same exercise, except you're going to hold it on one side, and then you have to work that much harder to help stabilize your body from twisting from side to side. Now, use trial and error to figure out what weight works best. I recommend erring on the side of a little bit lighter to a little bit heavier. So for most people, that's probably going to mean starting somewhere between 20 and 30 pounds. And it could be as high as 50, 70, 80, maybe even 100 if you feel really, really strong. But use trial and error to get up to that weight first, which is going to take us into the next exercise. This last exercise is the horizontal band pull. Okay, some people might call this a cable wood chopper, where you're going to set up, take your feet so they're about hip width to shoulder width apart, slight bend in your knees. You're going to pull the band so that it's perpendicular across your toes. Okay, so we're making an X with your toes and the band, and you keep your arms relatively straight. I like doing it with your outside hand on the outside of the band, and then bring the inside one in behind, because then you're going to be pulling the band a little bit more, making it a slightly more pull dominant exercise. Okay, knees bent, bum back just a little bit, and then pull it across to the other side of your hip, and then let the band come back in. Okay, and as you're doing this exercise, you're really working to keep your hips nice and stable, so you're not twisting your hips and then pulling the band at the same time, or twisting like this. Okay, we're working on hip and spine stability as you do this exercise. Okay, that's really going to make your muscles work and be a more functional transition when you go to do other yard working activities. Okay, so use trial and error to figure out what weight works right for you. Again, err on the side of a little bit easier. We're looking for about 12 to 15 repetitions, especially if you're first starting out. Okay, And of course, when you're done that, move to the other side to do the exercise properly. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please subscribe to our YouTube channel because we deliver content just like it every week. If you have any comments or questions about the exercises we did in it, please leave them in the comments box below. Take care, and we'll talk to you next time.